Hello everyone, I heartily welcome you. I Gaurang Chapaneri, founder of Mechanical Guru 2020 YouTube channel. In this video, I will solve BCAM method with minimization problem of linear programming. I have tried to cover the topic in easiest and simple way with some of the important tricks and techniques to find out the simplex tabular value. I am sure this video will help you to understand how to find out the optimal solution with less time. If you like my video, then please subscribe it and press the bell icon to get latest notification, and don't forget to press the like button. Now we will go to the BCAM method. Today we discuss BCAM method. Is also called as a penalty method. So first we understand the BCAM method. In the simplex method, the constraint were of less than equal to type. So it was very easy to get the optimal solution by adding only slack variables. Now, if in a LPP the constraints are of greater than equal to or equal to type, we cannot introduce slack variable. In that, we have to introduce another type of variables, that is artificial variables. Now, there are few rules for the BCAM method. Let's see. The first rule, in a maximization problem, we have to apply large penalty as a minus m. In minimization problem, we have to apply large penalty as a plus m. Now let's see the example. Solve by BCAM method. Minimize z is equal to 3x1 plus 8x2, and the constraint first x1 plus x2 is equal to 200. Second constraint x1 less than equal to 80, and third constraint x2 greater than equal to 60, and non-negative condition x1 x2 greater than equal to 0. Now we solve the solution. Okay, so here we can easily find out. Here the first equation sign is equal to type and third equation sign greater than equal to type. So we have to add two artificial variables with unit coefficient in the constraint, and third equation we have to subtract the surplus variable in left hand side, and the second equation we have to add only one slack variable in the left hand side. Now the equality of the equation can be replaced below. So first we convert our objective function minimize z. So the objective function minimize z is equal to 3x1 plus 8x2 plus ma1 plus 0w2 minus 0s3 plus ma3. Now we have to convert it into equation. First x1 plus x2 plus a1 plus 0w2 minus 0s3 plus 0a3 is equal to 200. Second x1 plus 0x2 plus 0a1 plus w2 minus 0s3 plus 0a3 is equal to 80, and the last constraint 0x1 plus x2 plus 0a1 plus 0w2 minus s3 plus a3 is equal to 60. And here all the variables, that is x1 x2 a1 w2 s3 a3 means decision variable, slack variable, surplus variable and artificial variable greater than equal to 0. Now this equation we have to convert it into the simplex tabular form. Now we solve the first equation. Okay, this is the standard format. This is the basic variables, cost, here basic variable. So this value we have to write down objective function variables, x1, x2, a1, w2, s3 and a3. Clear? Next we have to write down this value, that is profit constraint, that is represented by Cj. Okay, 3, 8, m, 0, 0, m. Okay, so here the problem is minimized. In a BKM method, if the problem is minimized, then we have to consider the penalty as a plus m. Okay, so here we have to add penalty as a plus m in artificial variable. Next we have to write down this variable. So here first we have to write down artificial variable sequence in the first equation, in second slack variable, and third again you have to write down artificial variable. In a basic variable cost, here plus m, 0 and plus m. Next we have to write down this value by using this equation. So in a first row we have to choose first equation. In that just we have to write down the technological coefficient. Okay, in a first equation here 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0 and bi value 200. Similarly for the second 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 80. Similarly in a third equation. Now next we have to find out this value, that is Zj. Zj is an objective function value. So how to find out is very simple. It's calculated as for every column of decision variable and slack variables. It is summation of product of coefficient of basic variable and respective coefficient of the column. Means this into this plus this into this plus this into this. So here the value is plus m. Again here plus 2m. Here m. Here 0. Here minus m. And here again m. Now next we have to find out delta j value, that is Cj minus Zj. Okay, just we have to differentiate Cj minus Zj. So here 3 minus m, here 8 minus 2m plus m minus m 0, 0 minus 0 0, 0 minus minus plus, here plus m and here again 0. Now in a minimization problem we have to consider most negative number. Okay, so here the most negative number is 8 minus 2m. Okay, so this is the our key column. Now next we have to find out this ratio. How to find out ratio is simple. Bi by Kc, this is resource value, divided by Kc means key column. Okay, so 200 divided by 1, 80 divided by 0 and the last 60 divided by 1. Okay, so in a ratio we have to choose minimum positive number. So here minimum positive number is 60. So this is the our key row and this is the our key element where both key row and key column intersect at one point. This is the key element. Clear? So here first iteration is completed. Now we will go to the second iteration. In that we have to use this iteration. Okay, as per our standard format, just we have to write down this value and profit constraint value. Now here x2 is a entering variable and a3 is a leaving variable. So in that we have to replace this value m and a3. In that we have to write down this value 8 and x2. So first we have to write down this value 8 and x2. Remaining two variables, that is a1 and w2, just we have to write down as it is. Similarly, cost also as it is. Now next we have to find out the first this key row value. So in that we have to use this equation. Find out corresponding replacement key row value is equal to each element of the key row divided by key element. Okay, so what we have to do, just simple. Okay, this is our key element and each element of the key row means 0 divided by 1. Next 1 divided by 1, 0 divided by 1, 0 divided by 1, minus 1 divided by 1, 1 divided by 1, and the last 60 divided by 1. So here we get the value. Here simple, if the key element is 1, then key row value as it is. Now remaining value we have to use this equation. New element is equal to old number minus corresponding key row number into corresponding key column number divided by key element. Okay, so here total we have to find out. In the first row we have to find out 7 value. So here we have total 4, 3 row. So total we have to find out 21 value. But now here I will show you some of the important techniques or trick to find out the old value without using this equation. Except few value we have to use this equation. Remaining value I will show you technique. So first we have to find out this value delta j. So here x2 is our entering variable. Okay, in that the replace value is a3. In the next iteration, not required to find out the zj value. Direct you have to find out delta j value. Okay, so here a3 value is 0, 0, 1 and 0. This value just copy and paste in a key column value, that is entering variable x2. So just 0, 0, 1 and 0 copy and paste in the x2 column. Okay, it's simple. Next a1. So in a1 value 1, 0, 0, 0, just copy and paste in a a1 means as it is value. Next w2, so w2 value 0, 1, 0, 0 as it is. Now second technique. Now what we have to do, in a key column if any 0, so here in a key column we get the 0. So this row value we have to write down as it is. See, as it is. Now next again find out in a key row, if any 0 in a key row, then column as it is. Okay, so here 0, so this column we have to write down as it is. Okay, so this is the technique to solve the big M method. So simple, just write down 1, 1, 0, 3 minus m. Already we get the 2 value, remaining 2 value we have to write down. Okay, again here 0, so we already write down this value. Here again 0. So now can you imagine, total 21 value we have to find out. Now only we have to find out this value. Okay, so this is the trick to find out the value. Now this 5 value we have to choose this equation. Let's see how to find out. So first we have to find out delta j value here. So this is our new element. So new element is equal to old number. So old number, that is m, minus corresponding key row number, that is minus 1, into corresponding key column number, that is 8 minus 2m, divided by key element, that is 1. So here we get the value 8 minus m. So just simple, we have to write down 8 minus m. Next, old number 0, key row number 1, key column 8 minus 2m and key element 1. So here we get 0 minus 1 into 8 minus 2m divided by 1. So here we get the 2m minus 8. Next we have to find out this value S3. Okay, so 0 minus 1 into minus 1 divided by 1. So minus minus plus 1. Here 0, 1 into 1 divided by 1. So here we get a minus 1. Next, old number 200, key row number 60, key column 1, key element 1. So 200 minus 60 into 1 divided by 1. So 200 minus 60. So here we get to 140. Clear? Now next we have to find out the key column. So here most negative number is 3 minus m. Okay, so this is our key column. Now next we have to find out the ratio. So 140 divided by 1, 140, 80 divided by 1, next 60 divided by 0. So here minimum positive number is 80. So this is our key row and this is our key element. Okay, so here second iteration is completed. Now we will go to the next iteration, that is iteration 3. Same here, x1 is the entering variable and w2 is a leaving variable. So first we have to replace this value 0 and w2. In that we have to write down 3 and x1. So first we have to write down 3 and x1. Remaining two variables, that is a1 and x2 as it is and cost also as it is. In iteration 3 we have to follow this iteration 2. Now forget the iteration 1. Now next we have to replace this row value by using same equation, but each element of the key row divided by key element. So here key element is 1, so this row value as it is. Again same equation we have to use. Okay, so first we have to apply our shortcut method or shortcut techniques. So here w2, so w2 value 0, 1, 0, 0, just copy and paste in a x1 column. Remaining variable, that is a1, so just write down same 1, 0, 0, 0. Next x2, so in x2 value 0, 0, 1, 0. Clear? Now next again, next tree. So here we have to find out the key row. In a key row here there are 4 0. So first x2, so already we have to write down this column as it is. Next a1 value here 0, we also write down as it is. Next here 0, so this value we have to write down as it is. 1, 0, minus 1, 8 minus m. Again here 0, so minus 1, 0, 1, 2 minus m. Same as it is we have to write down. Next again here we get the 0, so this row is as it is. Okay, now can you imagine, in next iteration we have to find out only 3 value. Same equation we have to use. So first we have to find out this value delta j. So here old number 0, corresponding key row 1, corresponding key column 3 minus n, and corresponding key element 1. So here 0 minus 1 into 3 minus m divided by 1. So here m minus 3. Next w2 0 minus 1 into 1 divided by 1. So here we get the minus 1. In here old number 140, key row 80, key column 1, key element 1. So 140 minus 80 into 1 divided by 1. So here we get the 60. Now again in a delta j we have to find out most negative number. So here most negative number is 8 minus m. So this is our key column. Now find out the ratio. So 60 divided by 160, 80 divided by 0, infinity 60 divided by 1, so here minus 60. Now here in the ratio we have to choose minimum positive number, so here only one minimum positive number, so this is our key row and this is our key element. Clear? So here iteration 3 is completed. Now we will go to the next iteration, that is iteration 4. So here S3 is a entering variable and A1 is a leaving variable. So first we have to replace this value and A1, in that we have to write down 0 S3. Remaining variable, that is x1 x2 as it is, similarly cost as it is. So first we have to replace this key row value, same equation we have to use. So here key element is 1, so this value we have to write down as it is. Next we have to find out delta j. So first we have to apply our shortcut method. So here A1 is a leaving variable and S3 is a entering variable. So A1 value, that is 1 0 0 0, just copy and paste in a S3 column. So 1 0 0 0. Next variable, that is x1, so x1 value 0 1 0 0 as it is. Okay, and x2. Next, in a key row there are 2 0, but already we write down. Now in a key column we have to find out 0, so here this is the 0. So this key row value we have to write down as it is. So already we get the 3 values, so remaining we have to write down. Okay, in a key row no any 0, here 2 0, but already we have to write down. Next we have to find out that equation, new element. Okay, so this is our new element. So new element is equal to old number. So this is the old number 0 minus corresponding key row 1, key column 8 minus n divided by 1. So 0 minus 1 into this divided by this. So here we get the m minus 8, and here we get the 5, and here we get the n. So here all the delta j value is 0 and positive, means here our solution is optimal. So next we have to find out this equation. So first we have to find out this value. So here 1 0 minus this into this divided by 1, so minus minus plus, so here plus 1. Next 0 minus this into this divided by 1, so here minus minus plus, again minus 1, so here minus 1. Here again minus 1, so sorry 0 1 minus minus 0 0. Here 60, old number, corresponding key row 60 into minus 1 divided by 1. So here we get the 120. So here all the delta j value is either 0 or negative. So this is the optimal solution. Hence we can write the solution for a given LPP as follows. So here x1 value is 80, x2 value is 120. Now this value we have to write down in our original objective function, that is minimize z is equal to 3x1 plus 8x2. In that we have to write down x1 is equal to 80 and x2 is equal to 120. So here we get the optimal solution, that is 1200. Clear? So this is the simplest method to solve the BGAM method. Thank you everyone for watching my video. If you like my video, then please subscribe it. For any query or suggestion, you can contact me. This is my mobile number and this is my mail ID. Thank you everyone.